Hare Krishna, welcome to Wisdomful Wednesday. Today we're going to have a very interesting current affair which shook the conscience of the people of Karnataka, especially Bangalore. The cricket fans across the country were delighted, excited, were celebrating with pomp and awe and whatnot the winning of IPL after 18 long years. It was a cherry on the cake of Virat Kohli's cricketing career, but things turned sour when the victory parade turned into death of 11 common people who had gone to see their favorite team celebrating the win after 18 years. Tears were flowing. The cheers didn't continue. More on this. Before that, Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktaranda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Rama Hare Hare. 18 years after the IPL tournaments started off, RCB won. Why devotees or why ISKCON people are talking about this? What is the life lessons? The cheerful environment of winning the trophy turned into a nightmare for 11 families, where 11 families lost their dear and near ones to this stampede. That's what this material world is designed for. Padam padam yat vipadam na tesham. This is how it has been designed. You want to enjoy, you want to run around, you want to be happy-go-lucky, but this is how it is designed. When the last over was bowled, and when Punjab Kings lost the match with just mere 6 runs, and there was a ball, it was just a full toss, you could have hit for a maximum and things would have been turned into another nightmare for RCB. But this time luck had their side and their hard work paid off and they won. And even King Kohli, the brat of Indian cricket team and the winning team's ex-captain and a brilliant cricketer who had bought laurels for the whole country, was having this lacuna that this is something which I don't have in my kitty. And IPL was which was luring him for 18 long decades. That's what happens. Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, "Yu hi samsparshaja bhoga dukkha yona evate." But that which gives us happiness is actually the source of miseries. So the whole cricketing fraternity, especially those are following the RCB, they were hailing this as one of the turnaround things. Every year they used to have a war cry or a cheer out that Isala Cup Namde, Isala Cup Namde. And finally they got the cup and they said Isala Cup Namdo. But what happened after that? So any happiness which you get in this material world has a beginning and an end. It's a source of miseries. This is one classical example. And you may say, you should be faithful, loyal. Loyalty ka dusra naam hai Virat Kohli. He never jumped from one team to another team. He didn't change loyalty. He was faithful, like a faithful husband. As a henpecked husband, he's worked really hard for being what he is for 18 years, long time. So they were comparing Messi also won some Argentina Cup. They won, maybe Ronaldo also. So Ronaldo won the UEFA Cup for Portugal. And here RCB, Virat Kohli also won it for them. So perseverance, resilience is a trademark of such great athletes. But it comes at a cost. On the contrary, Krishna consciousness, even a little endeavor in this line will save you from the greatest danger. And every moment, the moment you practice Krishna consciousness and the moment you experience the real bliss, there's no much difference. You tend to perform Krishna conscious activity in such a way that it's always joyful. Susukam kartavayam. Here, nobody went and interviewed Shreyas, the captain of Punjab. Nobody talked about Preeti. What is her name? Preeti? Zinta. Everyone was talking about RCB and their fan following, and Virat Kohli, and their notorious, all famous, the former owner of RCB, Vijay Mallya. And thanks to the new podcast released by Raj Shamani, the whole alat badal gaya, jazbaat badal gaya. The one supposed to be thought as criminal, he is considered to be saint by people all over. Meaning to say, just like Sanju changed the mahal of Sanjay Dutt, it was a makeover movie for him. Similarly, this particular podcast was a makeover. So like this is how the whole world is running. Yeah, they have their own saying and good things about them. But point is, everything has a beginning and an end in this material world. What they thought as going to be evergreen, even if you're taking Fisher for that matter, the airlines, the business entrepreneur, what he was. So he was a chocolate boy of all the business tycoons, or when the startup culture was even not began, he had venturing out or lot of business opportunities in India those days. But it went on very badly. That is how the material world is. It goes through ups and downs. But we think that, okay, I also want to be like that. I also want to have that success. But at the end of the day, it comes at a cost. The cost is you, even materially speaking, they're not satisfied. They're not happy. They're going through pains and trauma and agony. And it is not a comfortable life. But we think that, oh, I should have that, because we see only the good things in the matches, in their Forbes list. Their name is there. They're hanging around with beautiful women and men. So you want to live that experience, and that is a pleasurable experience. The senses gets enchanted. You get a kick out of it, and the dopamine every time you want it again and again. But this is what it costs. So no material activity, doesn't matter whatever it is. Dukkha yona evate. That is Vivaha Yagna. Yagna means connected with Vishnu. Purpose is to fulfill the order of Vishnu. That not only the parents become God conscious, Krishna conscious, kids also become Krishna conscious. Now the attraction for men and women is based on not on satisfaction of Vishnu, but the satisfaction of each other's senses. Dukkha yona evate. It has a beginning and an end. It leads to miseries. Vidhi nahi vairanam. Greatest sinful, all devouring enemy of the soul, lust, anger and greed. So all these things are there, lust, anger, greed, in all these three cases which I described. So we should be away from all these things. This is the life lessons which we learn from what's happening in the current world today. Recently we had Operation Sindoor, and the country took the revenge on against this terrorist who had killed them unnecessarily in the name of religion. But the reality is this. This is how the world is designed. Dukkha lema shashvatam. Krishna is telling, it is a place of miseries. You're going to only have pain, dukkha. There's no sukha. It's not sukhalaya. It is dukkhalaya. But we don't follow the manufacturer. We don't follow the creator. And he has the particular purpose for this place. So, meri marzi. No problem. Your marzi kabhi nahi chalegi. Danda chalegi unki, अच्छी तरह से. As long as you don't follow his orders and guidance, you will suffer. And the whole world is in this thing. Oh, ये place is a मजा वाला place है. यहाँ पे मजा आएगा, यहाँ पे मजा आएगा. यही करना है मेरे को, ये करना है मेरे को. And you fall for it. It's a very dangerous condition. And we don't understand. The Maya designs, Krishna says in the Gita, Mama Maya Duratta. It's very difficult to overcome her. Her energies, it works in two ways. Avarnatmika Shakti, Pratyakshatmika Shakti. Avarnatmika Shakti means it covers our intelligence. Pratyakshatmika means it pulls our intelligence. Even if you want to go towards Krishna, hey, why are you in the temple for 1 month? पागल हो गए क्या? सुबह उठाएंगे, चैंट कराएंगे, भगवद गीता पढ़ाएंगे, तुम्हें जेंटलमैन बनाएंगे. तुम्हें थोड़ी जेंटलमैन बनना है. देखो जो भी अच्छे करते हैं उनके साथ क्या हो रहा है, जो बुरे करते हैं अच्छे साथ अच्छा, तो you become बुरा आदमी. This is what the teachers. But they don't realize how Everyone is suffering. There's no good man or bad man in this material world. Everyone is a bad man. Because the fact that we have this material body, that means we are bad. We are criminals. And we are sent here for a punishment. Punishment is about Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi. Adhyatmika, Adi Bhautika, Adi Devika Klesha. Adhyatmika means suffering caused by body and mind. Adi Devika means suffering caused by higher living entities, like you have hurricanes, you have forest fire, you have heavy rains, floods, famine, and suffering caused by other living entities, your wife, your husband, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your professor, your prime minister sometimes. Correct? No, suffering caused by other living entities. So this should hit us. When you see this news, what's happening? Another news, very any heart-wrenching news. A father with 4 kids, he held them tightly to his chest, and somehow or other, in front of the train, he jumped and committed suicide. All 4 kids along with the father died. So painful. Why? Reason being, he suspected his wife to who was having extramarital affairs. See the pain. Now people are really afraid to get married, but still they cannot stop. They'll become bachelor daddies. So these are all anarthas, unwanted things. We all go through. The senses make us do certain activities which is really painful, but it doesn't hit us because it overpowers our intelligence. That's why we have to regulate ourselves. It's a very painful and difficult thing to do so. But the beauty of Krishna consciousness is when you chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, and read Prabhupada books, associate with devotees, have prasadam, make Krishna consciousness a lifestyle, then easily you can overcome all these challenges. Otherwise, if you see just what's happening around the world, it's going to dogs, it's going to swines, and then swines don't have any relational responsibilities. They indulge with their mother, sister, daughter, no discrimination. And they beget dozens of children and live in a filthy place. So we are becoming swines. Eat, drink, be merry, who has seen the next life. That's taking the whole mankind to hellish life. Slaughterhouses are increasing, killing is increasing, heart disease are increasing. People know because of this only I'm suffering, but they are not able to give up. Taste buds are so uncontrollable. They want to just have varieties of dishes, just want to eat anything and everything. And all these things are horrible. If you just Google and find out what and all is the contents of your fast food, what and all is contents of your non-veg, to make what and all chemicals they use, still we are drawn towards those things. It's packaged like anything. Same thing with all these things. There's pleasure 1%, 99% is hype in the sensual pleasures what we go through. The Hollywood, the Bollywood, the Instagram, the Reels, they entice us. Once I get her or him, I'll be happy. I want to gratify more. Manifest what all dreams are. All illusion. But yeah, there is pleasure. There's no doubt about that. But that pleasure what you get involving all these things has a beginning and an end. But I want something which is no end at all. It has to be continuous, unlimited, uninterrupted, everlasting. That is the kind of happiness and pleasure I'm looking for. But I don't get so. But I hanker for that. Means there is a pleasure and happiness which I am dreaming for it. And that is in Krishna consciousness. Brahma Saukyam Tonantam, Krishna says in Rishabhadeva says in Bhagavatam. That happiness is unlimited. You should endeavor for that happiness. You deserve that happiness. You deserve that pleasure. And that is Krishna consciousness. Initially, it may be, oh, Hare Krishna is a little boring hearing these classes, attending, get up early in the morning, and maybe a little painful. But that's how a disease is cured. A jaundice patient, if he's fed with sweetest sugar cane, for him it feels bitter. Kadwa lagega usko. But that's a medicine according to Ayurveda. He keeps on drinking the kadwa sugar cane. Sugar cane is never kadwa, but he keeps drinking, and eventually his disease gets cured and he becomes healthy. The taste of the sugar cane juice, he relishes it later. Similarly, Hare Krishna Mahamantra is also like that. It's nectar. It's Krishna's name, non-different from Krishna. He's reservoir of all pleasure. Every happiness is there in the name Krishna. But when we chant initially, because we are diseased, we have Bhavaroga, no taste. We want to watch IPL, we want to watch movies, we want to follow the political scenarios, we just want to make reels and just get pleasure. We are pleasure beggars. And we are just satisfied with 10 seconds of happiness, and we want the 10 seconds again and again. We go behind this dopamine kick, and once the dopamine white matter is over, then you want more, and the same thing is not giving you. You go for higher doses of drug, higher doses of sensual pleasure, and you become eventually pagal. And it affects your health, physical health, mental health, intellectual health, and it kills your soul. It comes at a price, at cost. That's why Krishna is telling, don't do this. You are my ansha, you are spirit, you are my part and parcel, my vamsha jiva loka. I am your friend, Surdam Sarvam Bhutana. I am your father. I am your mother. I am your well-wisher. I am Bija Vida Pita. Just come and be happy with me. Do what I say. And he says, Manmana, Madbhakto, Madhyaji, Mam Namaskuru. Think of me, worship me, offer your respects unto me. Worship me. In this way, you'll come back to me. 100% guarantee. You'll not come back this material world again, which is dukhalaya. You give up everything. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam to sarva papebhyo mokshashyami. The suffering is because of sinful activities. And sinful activities because of ignorance. You take the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, stop doing sin. And then do right activities. That is akarma. Akarma means sarva dharman parityajya. Then sarva dharman parityajya in simple words is to chant Hare Krishna 16 rounds above every day. Then Krishna will take care of us. And you see devotees how blissful. Of course, once in a while Maya will try again to pull us down, push us down, and scuff us behind and pin us to the ground and beat us up. That's how the duty of the Maya is. But we say Hare Krishna, Krishna will tell, Mera admi nikalo usko, chod do usko. Krishna, then Maya will release us. Krishna will embrace us. That is possible when you associate with devotees, chant Hare Krishna and take it seriously. So, this is what I want to do. Anything which is materially cheerable is going to get you tears. On the contrary, anything which is spiritually tearful initially, that's actually cheerful forever, eternally. On the contrary, the spiritual tear right now is actually not a tear. To rise early in the morning, to chant Hare Krishna, and to have prasadam is actually so come. That somebody comes and does it, automatically naturally. You don't have to psych up yourself or push yourself to do all those things. It is natural existence because you are Krishna's sancha and you do it naturally, it's possible. And if it's having association of devotees, it happens like this. So your sangha, your association makes a huge difference. If you spend time with RCB fans, you end up becoming RCB fan. You end up spending time with CSK Dhoni fans, you become CSK fans. But if you end up being with FOLK, Friends of Lord Krishna, you become fan of Krishna and your life will be successful. You decide whom you want to be. Fan of. Fan you have to become. Whose fan? You decide. That will lead your cheer or tear. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.